Hello everybody and welcome to Bridie's Kitchen. Today we're going to cook my Friday friendly family fish pie. Now the reason we're doing this is because, well, it's that time of the year and some people have certain religious beliefs, and Friday is traditionally the day that you eat fish. But when I was growing up, not that we had particular religious beliefs, it was just something that you did in the 50s, and everybody had fish on Fridays. It didn't matter what denomination you were, what religion you were. Fish was just the Friday dinner, and our family fish pie was something that my mum used to make at least once a month, and it was definitely a family favourite. And today I have in my kitchen one of my best girlfriends, Rebecca, and she's helping me. I threw this on her at the spur of the moment, so she's very obliging to come along and give me a hand to do this. Now, the main ingredients in this recipe, everything's on the website, so it's all written out there and the method and how to do it. But the main things that we've got today are some Parmesan cheese, some thickened cream, potatoes. Now these are kind of large potatoes. Okay, some parsley,
and smoked cod and lingfish fillets for the fish.
Now, Beck and I are just preparing all the vegetables at the moment. I'm chopping up the onions and the carrots for the sauce. Meanwhile, Beck's cutting the potato for the mashed potato. You need to have these onions chopped fairly finely, and the carrots as well. Then we're going to just cook these to a nice sort of transparency before we add the cream. The sauce is really easy. It takes just a couple of minutes and you've got this beautiful, rich, creamy sauce to put over the fish and the other. Need to dice the carrots quite small, you know, not ridiculously small, because otherwise they won't grow. Potatoes, so the first thing is put the potatoes into some boiling water. They'll need to boil for about 10 minutes. And at the same time, because we are multitasking and this recipe is a quick recipe to cook, a couple of eggs to go into, just plonk them in there, lid on top, and bring that back to boil for at least 10 minutes, a little bit longer if you like. While I'm frying off the carrots and the onions, Beck's just getting the spinach ready for me. She's just giving it a quick wash, taking the stalks off, and chopping it just very roughly and popping it in the top of the double boiler. And what we'll do is we'll just pop that over the potatoes, which have come to the boil now, and steam that for about 2 or 3 minutes, and that'll be the spinach done. Get that going and cooked on the top of the double boiler. Whack the lid back on, and that'll only be a couple of minutes and it'll be done. Alright, this carrot and onion is just about ready. I'm just going to take that off the heat for a minute, turn that off, and add the cream. This is a cup of nice thickened cream. It's kind of a cheats way to do a sauce. When my mother used to make this, she would just use milk and corn flour or something like that, but the cream adds a pretty lusciousness to the whole fish pie, makes it a bit more gourmet at this day and age. There we go. Just stir that in. I'll put the heat back on, and we'll just bring that up to a simmer, and we take it off again and add the cheese. It's as simple as that. It's probably one of the most simple sauces that you can possibly make. Okay, now this has just come to a simmer. I've turned the heat off. I'm just going to add a little bit of lemon juice just through the teaspoon so we don't get any pips in there. The lemon's obviously something that most people have with their fish. It's very nice. Here's the parsley that Rebecca's kindly chopped for me. Throw the parsley in. We need to add about a teaspoon of mustard. I like it quite spicy, so I'll put a little bit extra for me. And we've got some tasty cheese. about half a cup of toasted cheese and half a cup of Parmesan cheese. Just stir that all together. And that's basically your sauce. That'll thicken up as the cheese melts. Just see if these potatoes are ready. Yes, they're perfect. Now, we've taken the spinach off. It only needed a couple of minutes, and put that on a plate over there to cool down a little bit. We're going to take these eggs out and run them under some cold water before we peel them. Oop. Careful. There we go, a little bit of spinach. Next, just smashing the potato, which is the topping. She's going to mix in a little bit of olive oil, some fresh grated pepper, some nutmeg. Now, you can use the powdered nutmeg, but I just find that the whole nutmeg grated fresh has so much more flavour. Just a little bit of that, and some salt. All mashed in. Fabulous. And that's your topping for your pie. Okay, so just distribute the fish fairly evenly, doesn't matter how it looks. Sprinkle on the spinach. Next, little bits of, this is a hard-boiled egg which has been peeled and cut into quarters. Okay, so just distribute the fish fairly evenly, doesn't matter how it looks. Sprinkle on the spinach. Next, little bits of, this is a hard-boiled egg which has been peeled and cut into quarters. You can see why this is such a yummy sort of dish to have at this time of the year. It's very, very nice. And lastly, we pour the sauce over. Cut. Okay.
I'll just leave it running for you to come
Oh,
back.
okay. Yeah. Okay. This is fairly liquid sort of sauce. Just pour that over the top. Sort of spread it out a bit. And all this, it looks a bit runny, but it will actually thicken up on cooking because we're going to put potato on the top. And this doesn't have to be perfect or piped on or any of that nonsense. We're just going to whack it on there and spread it around. Trying not to spill it all over the counter. And my cameraman has told me if I move this plate out of shot, I'm a dead woman. So we're trying to not do that at the same time. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. Great mashed potato, Beck. Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
In the kitchen today. Okay, just a few dollops of butter on the top of your potato, and we're ready to pop it in the oven.